Coach, this is a football game that it's one of those experiences. There's a cup here. It's circled on everyone's calendar annually, and you know all about it. What's today all about? Why is this game such a big deal? It's got that rivalry feel, but it's very deep for this community. Tell us about today's game in this cup.
Well, you know, the Riverview-Sarasota game is a historic game. There's been so many incredible finishes and upsets and just, storylines for this game over the years. If anyone grew up in Sarasota like I did, you remember, the 7-6 win that Sarasota had at Sarasota. You remember the playoff win that had 12,000, I think in 2004, that Riverview won after losing during the regular season. And there's many more, and then you go back and you look at some of the names that have played in these games, and they're just phenomenal athletes. So to be a part of that is something special for both groups, and, I'm excited I get a chance to be part of it as a coach.
Coach, the current winning streak, tell us about that. And again, when you see this cup, it looks like something you want to keep.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. We like keeping it on our trophy shelf. We don't want to have to give it back. But, when you get a game like this, it doesn't matter what the records are. They're out the window. It doesn't matter what you did last week. It's all about Friday night, and I know that they're going to come in with a great game plan, and they're going to give us everything we can handle, and we're going to have to, finish the game and not have a letdown in order to win this.
Georgia, Florida, Celtics, Lakers, Red Sox, Yankees, Riverview, Sarasota?
Absolutely. It's right up there with them all. So, like I said, it's really special to be a part of it.
Coach is being honored tonight with the field with his name. Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, I mean, what a tremendous honor for Coach Sprague. And, Riverview had some great players and great teams before Coach Sprague got here in 1981. But Coach Sprague kind of took our program to the next level, made Riverview nationally known and nationally relevant, put out a tremendous amount of Division I athletes and NFL players, and just helped so many young people along the way, even non-football players. What he does for the school. I mean, the reason the school's spirit is so strong is because of the tradition that Coach Sprague helped build here. And so even as he's not coaching anymore, you still feel the legacy of him, and I can't imagine anyone else having the field named after him other than Coach Sprague, and he deserves it, and it's going to be a great honor.
When you think about Coach, how does that Michigan fight song fit into the equation?
I'll be honest with you, I don't know where that came from, but I think Coach Sprague picked it when he first got here. I don't think they had a school song that they liked or a fight song, and I think he picked it. I just know that I like hearing it because that means we did something good.
In closing, how far back can you remember this game and this day, and take us back to some of your earliest memories of this rivalry?
Well, I grew up, my dad was, most of his football career, he was at Sarasota High School. And I don't remember his Riverview days as much, like this Riverview-Sarasota game, as much as I do when he was at Sarasota. But I do remember them always playing on Thanksgiving, the Turkey Bowl when I was young. But I just remember the intensity of the week that this game would fall on. It was a big deal with our family. My mom and my brother and my sister and I, we'd all go to dinner with a bunch of other coaches' families, and it was just, just a major event. And I spent a lot of years on there, my middle school years, I guess, doing stats and doing those kind of things for Sarasota. So, the other memory is that, my dad wasn't happy very often after the game, which now I look back and I'm grateful for that. But back then it was tough. Riverview was always so strong, and so when you did beat them, it was something that was special. And but I just remember some of my greatest moments as far as just growing up and things that were exciting to me were spending time at with my dad at the football field and on the sidelines and just looking up to all the players and just kind of feeling the rivalry, talking trash to kids at school, who's going to win, who's not going to win. It was really just a fun event. Carter Mooney Booker used to play on Thursdays, and Riverview Sarasota played on Fridays, and that was so everyone can see both rivalry games. So, like I said, the whole town comes out, everyone's excited about it. I'm sure everyone's talking right now back and forth who's going to win and how it's going to happen, and it just makes the event that much more fun and that much more special.
Coach, to have this game as our ABC 7 game of the week, how big of a deal was that?
Oh, it's great because, when I first started remembering this stuff, there was no SNN. It was, Channel 7, and that was the big deal. If you got the game of the week, that was always a big deal. So it's great. Anytime we have the Channel 7 game of the week, it's something that we're excited about, and it's a great exposure for our program and our kids, and really, really both programs in the rivalry.
Is this game important for you guys as you move through the season with a week or two left?
Oh, absolutely. We've got to finish this as a district game and a region game for us on top of the rivalry. So this affects, everything from here on out, affects our seeding going into the playoffs. And, it's really important that we perform well and play well and finish out the year strong so that you have some momentum going into the playoffs.
Thank you, Coach. We'll see you at 5, 6 at the game and tonight at 11.
Great. Thank you very much.